Colin Cowherd counts down his top 10 every week. I like that he has the Patriots 10th. I feel like that's about right.
That's respectable.
I didn't like that he said they look like a one-and-done team. Like, how dare you?
Let's give him a little more than that.
How dare you?
But one, though.
Yeah, well,
means you're in there.
You're in there. Good
You're
point.
in there. That's a big step up from where they were.
I think
People weren't putting them in the playoffs before.
Well,
we were.
We
famously were.
Yeah, we
but not everybody.
I had 9 wins. You had 10.
I had 10.
Credit to you. You were higher on them than me.
I'm the man. It's probably going to be more like 12.
You had me outflanked. I tried to outflank you the other way.
Couldn't do it.
Instead, I was beat on the high end. But we both had him in the playoffs, so touche. But Cowherd on board has the Patriots number 10. I think I saw Brady has them up to 8. I would have played Brady.
8 wins?
No, 8 in his power rankings. In his top 10.
Wins? Yeah.
Brady's countdown's not as entertaining as some of these other people. He just kind of reads the teams and then hits you with like an awkward curse that's mistimed and doesn't feel natural for some reason.
Better on air, Tom Brady or Michael Jordan? Better on air.
I missed the Jordan interview last night. I read about it. I missed that interview. Was it no good?
No, I mean, I don't think it's really his strong suit.
Was he smoking a cigar and sipping like a cognac? What was he doing?
I don't know if he had a cigar going there, but I don't know if it's cool to have him a part of it. Yeah. But I don't know if it's necessarily his strong suit. But I think there's a lot of teams jumbled together. We were going through, and especially we've been so focused on the AFC. But if you look at the NFC, there's a bunch of those teams that are 5-2. You could have 4 different people say who they think the best team is in the NFC. So even being 8th in the league is pretty good. I mean, there's 16 playoff teams. Or no, there's 14 playoff teams. So, like, that's good. That's, like, firmly in there.
I think most of the power rankings I've seen have the Patriots in the top 10. I think that's right. Even if they're 10th, where Cowherd had them, I think that's right. So you guys can discuss, are they getting enough respect at the national level? 617-779-7937. A reminder, Football Talk on WEEI, presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local game live every Sunday all season long. Just visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Coming up about 10 minutes from now, it is another edition of Who Said It? Joe Mazzulla or a serial killer, Ed Gein's version. You're going to have an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to see Matt Rife at TD Garden on New Year's Eve.
Woo!
So we'll be doing that coming up in just a moment. We'll tell you how to win those or have an opportunity to win those at any point. So go nowhere. Meanwhile, we have another comp for Drake Maye. You want this one?
Another one? Yeah,
you want this one?
Yeah, please.
This is a historic comp, not a current player.
Ooh, historic.
Historic comp from Dan Orlovsky, who famously said he wouldn't play Drake Maye for 2 years.
No.
He would sit him for 2 years, is what Dan Orlovsky said.
I think, what did he say? He's like, you couldn't pay me all the money in the world to play him?
Ooh.
He had some, like, weird kind of
Was that him, or was that Merrill Hodge had a real freezing cold take on Drake Maye, too?
Drake Maye will get you fired.
Oh, there you go.
No. Merrill Hodge was like, don't draft him. He's horrible. Orlovsky liked him, but he was like, you cannot play him. You can't play him for all the money in the world.
You don't want him to win the MVP and make the playoffs in year 2.
No.
Sit so he can really be ready for year 3.
Yeah.
So Dan Orlovsky, very trustworthy on this, but he had an interesting comp, kind of out of nowhere for Drake Maye. Tell me what you think of this.
I think the thing that stands out the most about Drake right now is watching him, it's like watching young Ben Roethlisberger. Because here's the thing. So often he sheds off that arm tackler, that in the pocket
He's
shove.
a big dude.
Yeah, and I think you're realizing, when he was coming out of school, how important that frame was. And then some of those wow throws, like Ben would make throws like that you're just like, good God, how did you make that one into that window or place it there? But his ability to kind of shed off the tackle.
Okay.
So I kind of hate it. So if you remember his
You don't
second,
like it.
No.
That's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah,
right?
his second year in the league, he got carried weekend at Bernie style to a Super Bowl. Antoine Randall threw a touchdown pass. He did not in the Super Bowl. He was terrible.
Different league.
His third year in the league, he threw 23 interceptions, which led the league. Roethlisberger didn't really get good until much later, where they went from the like Jerome Bettis, Willie Parker, Bill Cowher Steelers, and then like Tomlin took over, and then it even took Tomlin a few years to be like, oh, we have Antonio Brown. We draft all these great receivers. Let's chuck it. Let's even throw it to Le'Veon Bell. So Roethlisberger...
Yeah, Roethlisberger had some crazy yardage seasons late in his career, right?
Yeah, he had a 5,000-yarder when he was 36.
Thank you.
So when he was 24, he threw for 3,500 yards and more picks than touchdowns. And so he's big, right? Big Ben Roethlisberger. He took a lot of hits, which I hope Drake Maye doesn't take as many hits as Roethlisberger does. So, I mean, I think
it's a flattering comp, though. That's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, where Bill will maybe soon join him after he made the cut yesterday. But I think that's I don't know, Josh Allen or Ben Roethlisberger. Like, what's a more flattering comp?
Josh Allen's a much better comp.
You think so?
Well, I think it also makes more sense because it's not like, oh, what kind of career do you want? If you're like, 2 Super Bowls and in the playoffs all the time, great. But you could also say Peyton Manning was that. I'm not going to compare him to Peyton Manning. Drake Maye had.
But Roethlisberger moved well and was big, and he wasn't.
How about this for a stat?
He wasn't Lamar Jackson or even Josh Allen as a runner, but he was a mobile quarterback.
Drake Maye ran for nearly as many yards Sunday as Ben Roethlisberger did in 2005.
Couldn't pay me enough to start Drake Maye.
Okay,
so he didn't really run much. He was just good at avoiding sacks because he was so big. His career.
You're telling me he never ran?
His career high in a single season was 200 yards.
Yeah, so that is low. But he moved,
and that rarely happened.
But you watched him; he moved well, and he was a guy who
No, but Drake Maye should run. Ben Roethlisberger shouldn't run, but he would if he had to, and he could pick up a first down. I think what people remember is tacklers bouncing off of him and him keeping a play alive and maybe throwing it, where he didn't run a lot. And I don't like the comp at all. Actually,
that is more Cam. That is more Cam, and that is more Josh Allen. I mean, defenders aren't really bouncing off Drake Maye. Drake Maye, in fact, is kind of bouncing off them and then bouncing his head
off the ground.
Yeah.
Painfully so.
Yeah.
No. So I think they're two different things. If you're hey, the career and the Pro Bowls, the Super Bowl appearances, the Super Bowl wins, sign me up. I'll take that. But just his playing style, no. I don't think so.
All right, Keefe is
his
out.
Third year in the league, he completed under 60% of his passes.
Yeah, but again,
different league, I guess.
Completely different league. Yeah.
Well, it's not like he compared him to Dan Fouts.
No, but I'm saying it's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Sonny Jurgensen.
I don't know that offenses were quite the same, but fine. All right, Keefe doesn't like that from Orlovsky.
Nope.
You can discuss 617-779-7937. That is your phone number for Jones and Keefe. That is also your phone number to line up right now.
Here we go.
For your chance to win 2 tickets to see Matt Rife at TD Garden, if you can correctly answer 3 consecutive questions in Who Said It? Joe Mazzulla or a serial killer? Ed Gein's version. We've done this before.
So
you should be familiar with it.
Line it up.
Line up on the phones if you want to win tickets to see Matt Rife. 617-779-7937. We're going to go through. You might have multiple people getting a crack at this, Keefe. It might just be the first guy comes in and gets them all right. We're going to see.
Right, so stay on deck. So if you're not the first person, that person might be out in a blink of an eye.
Stay on deck.
Load them up.
Get in there with Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics back tonight. We thought it'd be a good time to dust off Joe Mazzulla or a serial killer, Ed Gein's version. Your chance to win 2 tickets to see Matt Rife at TD Garden coming up next.